Hello and welcome everyone to Little Crafter Show. My name is Eileen, aka Eileen Little Crafter. Additional information about this show and my podcast show, arts, crafts, and everything in between can be found on my website, eileenlittlecrafter.com. I'm so excited. Today is the first day of my DIY gifts. I'm super excited. So as you guys can see, I'm going to start off with the project. I did this before. It's a little scuffed up, but that's alright. I may cover that up with something, I don't know. And I gotta take a Q-tip or something because I couldn't find my screwdriver. Anyways, so this is painted with black chalkboard paint on the inside and the outside. So that's pretty cool. So this is what it looks like. Yay! Alright, this is a cigar box that I got at Michael's. The chalkboard paint that I use, let me pick it up for you guys, is this particular one. Multi-surface Craft Smart. So this is I got this a while ago, so I love the way this covers. This definitely would not need a base coat of any kind. So, and definitely it's black. But some blacks, they are, need some help. So, so what I'm first going to do is, I'm also going to share with you, I'm going to be using my glue gun. I'm going to be using these flowers and, actually I really love these white birds, but I don't have a lot. I'm going to be making a set. I'm going to be making the box and a frame. So I'm actually thinking about maybe just altering one or both of these and adding the white to it. I don't know yet, but we shall see. Originally I was going to use some wallpaper. Actually this was not wallpaper. This was some hay swap for her the boxes that she had, the light up boxes, which were really cute. But anyways, so that's what I'm gonna be. I'm not gonna use that. Actually, I was looking through my stash and I finally found what I was looking for. And so this is what I wanted. I wanted a nice bold pop of color, and I'm still looking for my other flowers. So we shall see if I'm gonna add them or not. So this is what I'm working with. I'm going to be adding these big bowed like cream with some writing. Technically this is Halloween paper, but if I get it right, it will go with anything. So, and these flowers, what were these? These were from Michael's, but I didn't see a name on them. They're supposed to be fall, but I thought that these were absolutely gorgeous, and I got them a while ago, and I waited for a very particular project, and this is the project. So I'm going to not be too careful on how I cut this up. I'm actually going to kind of do a diagonal and kind of get some of that. I really like that. So I'm going to cut a little more of this, and I think for the frame that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be using this particular frame. I think what I may do is I'm gonna cover the whole thing with paper and just paint the back, or maybe do the same thing. I don't know, but that's something that I'm thinking about. So I'm going to now kind of rough estimate. What I'm just doing is I'm bending the paper over, and I'm going to give it a nice, you can either use scissors at this point, an X-Acto knife, or you could just rip it. I'm gonna opt to rip it, and let's see how this goes. Alright, so that takes care of that. That works. Let's see, I may have to rip this particular piece off. Not sure yet. Yeah, this, I'll trim this little piece off, and we shall. So I hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving, or just enjoyed your weekend. I know we did, and yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. It's a little off, so that's alright. So I'm not gonna worry too much about it. I do want a little more straight on the bottom. So that's what we're working with so far. I think what I'll do is just kind of, I'll be okay with that. That's alright. More an angle, so this may have to be ripped off just a little bit. So I'm just trying to rip that off a little. That's gonna be fine. And yeah, I think that would be fine. That'd be good. Yeah. So actually, I need a little more because you can see the bend in the page. All right. So what I'm actually thinking about doing also is adding some Mod Podge to this, and not Mod Podge, I meant to say matte medium on top to help seal in the paper. Let me go and unscrew it better. This is Elmer's Techie Craft Bond Techie Glue. So in case you guys want to see this one, this has kind of been my new staple. And yeah, so kind of my new staple. So I'm gonna make sure I get all of the edges, because that's what always happens to me. I feel like I squeeze and I squeeze and I squeeze and nothing, no matter how much glue, it's like I have to always put more, because I'm always scared that it's gonna leak out, and I'm just like, ah! I'm always either leaking or leaking out of the sides, or I just don't add enough glue. So that should be good. And we're going to try and get the placement that we wanted. And actually, that's not, okay. No, that's, it's a little off, but that's alright. So we're going to kind of put, you see what I mean? Here we go. Quickly, bring it up a little more. We have a little bit of wiggle room. So that should take care of that. So this is kind of mixed media-ish. So I may have to do something with that. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I have these gems that I've had for a while now, and I'm actually thinking about just kind of putting some, a little bit here and a little bit there. But first, it would be nice if I could find my scissors, right? That would be great. That would be extremely helpful. So what I'm going to do is move some stuff out the way. That'd be helpful, right? Where are they? Come on. Alright. So I don't know if I want to do it all the way like this or just, I don't know. I don't know. This is the part that I guess this is another reason why I don't do a lot of jewelry boxes on video because I always get confused on what I want to do next. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually add the decoupage, and I'm going to just use a brush. This is the matte medium. So this is Liquid Max Medium. I'm just going to add a little bit here and there to seal the edges. And oopsie, yeah, this is a big brush. Couldn't find my smaller brush. Found my my palette knife, so that's a good thing. We're stepping up. This will take care of sealing it, and I won't have to worry about it. And so that takes care of that. I'm going to, don't want to overwork it, so I'm just gonna make sure I have enough. This will dry clear, and then I think what I'll do is I'll add a little bit of embellishments here and a little bit of embellishments over there. So what I'll do is I will stop working on this side, and yeah, let me stop. Close this up. Let that dry, or you can always take a heat gun to it. Right now, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just give this a quick wipey wipe, and move this out the way, and I will start working on some flowers. I'm going to put a little bit of there, and put a little there. Sorry, I should have opened the package before I start the video so that you guys don't have to hear all this noise. And then, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start taking out, I like the contrast of the different whites and stuff like that, so I'm going to add that. I think that I'm going to just add 3 flowers instead of 4. I was actually thinking about adding something here. So let me see what I want to do. Kind of been hoarding this, but that's alright. This is Tim Holtz grunge embellishments, and I hear that they don't make grunge paper no more, or the embellishments, so but that's alright. You know what, this is all good things must come to an end, I guess. So I'm gonna take these out, and I may have to I want to put these on top of the flowers. Well, actually no, I want to put them on the bottom of the flowers. And I'm going to add the flourishes. So what I'll do is kind of want it like so. And I may have to take it apart, because I want room for the birdies. So I think what I'll do is, and even if I have to put the birdies on top of the flourishes, that is okay. But first I need to color this. So what I'll do is, let me move this box out the way. I think what I'll do is move this box out the way, and I will add some, I just saw it. What I'll do is, use this, and I'll add some gesso. Make sure this is still a little flexible. I think I may add the other one as well. Excuse me. Where's no, that's the doorknob. Where did it go? Did I drop it? Did I? Oh, it's right here. No, 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 no. I think I'll add one of the smaller ones and leave this one for the, maybe I should just paint it all and call it a year. I don't know. What do you think? Yeah, I'm gonna use them all, right? So maybe I should just kind of plop it back in. Actually, yeah, what I'll do is I'll do these first and then, don't tell me this happened. Alright, so I'm gonna stop being lazy and just paint just maybe the small one as well. And leave these two for the frame so that it has some cohesiveness. And okay, this is going to be quite difficult. A little more difficult than what I thought. So you can either buy flourishes out of wood, make them out of paper, if you have a Cricut, or any type of electronic cutting machine, that's always an option. Did this break on me? Oh, that would. No, it didn't break. It's just, it's being difficult. That's all. That's all. So this piece kind of, I don't know if I want to add that piece. No, I'll just add this little piece, that, because that, yep, I'll add that to that and call that a year. So, sometimes you just gotta think on the fly, which is what I do a lot of the time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some gesso to this. This is just some white gesso. I'm gonna use this gesso because I love, and I'm actually thinking about using one of the hinges, but I don't know if I want to do it in white or if I want to do it in another color. Actually, you know what? I think I'll do this like this. I'll make it white as well, and then add one hinge here, and then I'll add a hinge to the frame. So, and yeah. So I'll use that, and yeah. Such a shame these pieces are no longer available. They're so pretty. They've probably been out for a while, more than I've probably been crafting. So, I mean, it eventually has to happen. Like, I remember when I first started, I was using, who was I using? Making Memories products, and when I went to go look for them, because I didn't know any better, they were no longer available, and so that's what I kind of first started with. So I'm just gonna put a dab on these pieces and just kind of make my way. Oopsie, that's alright. Gonna make my way on to take this piece out. Gonna use this package as like a makeshift whatchamacallit, palette. I don't feel like, okay, so that takes care of that. I may add some black paint to this, I don't know. Once it dries, we shall see. just so because it really covers. And you don't have to worry about that. Alright, so I'm gonna take this and put it to the side, and now work on the big piece. So since I have some gesso on the palette, all in the package, I'm gonna add a little more. This is just a, what is this? I forgot. This is just a flat brush, a 12 flat brush number 12. Even a makeup sponge would do good really here. Do well here. Oh my goodness, you would think I don't know the English language, seriously. Would do okay here as well. I'm trying to not get my fingerprints all over here, which is, I shouldn't be using this sweater to paint in, but I can find my other one. Anyways, so yeah, so anything that you can use at this point will be fine. And I'm just going to make sure I get all the coverage that I can, trying to keep, you know, the brush strokes as even as possible. It's just kind of difficult, but it's working. It's almost getting there. And if it dries and you notice that you may need a second coat, just go back, because sometimes that happens. You know, some materials need more gesso than others, and that's okay, you know. And let's see what's going on here. Any more spots? I'm just trying to get the ends that I'm kind of messing up here, pouncing on some so I can get all this off. And I probably should have closed my gesso. Alright, so let's see on this last particular piece. Alright, so that's good. Going to close that up. And you can, at this point, either you can just let it sit and dry, and or you could so that is what I'm gonna do. Actually, I'm gonna let everything sit and dry, and I'm gonna start thinking about what I want to do for the frame. I'm gonna actually let everything sit and dry, and I may have to come back, so we shall see what's going on. I'm gonna actually rinse off this brush, and then I'll be right back, and then we'll we'll start thinking about what I want to do for the frame. Actually, no, we're not going to do that, because I said I was going to paint one of, actually I was thinking about, like I said, thinking about coloring one or two, just leaving this one white. Actually, maybe I'll use two different birds, because one of the flowers is this color that I want to use, and this, yeah, so I won't color it. I'm gonna just leave it like that and just use the white bird. So one brown or beige bird and the white bird. So that's what I'm gonna do. So alrighty guys, so I will be right back once I clean up my brush and everything dries up, if I use a heat gun or whatever. Actually, you know what, no, I keep saying this, no. I am actually going to put alrighty, so I have dried everything, and I should have used my clear gel medium, which I think I finished it, so that's the reason why I bought that one. But I'm not crazy about how that's looking, so what I'm actually thinking about doing is kind of adding a glaze. So what I'm using is, I really love this red, it's called Dasher Red. This was a Claudian Helmet Studio, it's still good, the little bottle. That is discontinued. And I'm going to use, don't tell me this is clogged, equal parts of, make sure this is cleaned off, acrylic glazing medium, and I am going to use my palette knife to mix this up. I'm going to mix this up really well. I have a piece of paper here to wipe off and wipe on. I'm going to use this, oopsie, move this out the way. And I'm going to start off with the brush and see how I like that to mask some of the texture. And even some of that. Add that pop of red that I want. It's a little more dull. I mean, the background paper is more dull, but and leave it on there as much as possible. Make it very streaky. I think. Oops. Again, too much of a big brush on this particular project, but that's okay. So yeah, so that's what I'll use. I want to add a little more over here. It's really, and then what I'll do is wipe some of it off. And what you want to do is you want to always use a clean spot. So because you don't want to put it back on. So I think that should be good. I'm kind of going against my rule because I kind of want some spots to be a little more, especially in this area. Kind of want all those nooks and crannies of the white, and it's okay if that gets, you know, a little. And voila! It kind of looks like it's supposed to be that way, right? Alright, so that's that. So we're going to be moving on to the next whatchamacallit of our project, which is to be adding the painting. I don't know, maybe I might want to add some red to this, I don't know. I don't think so, because I don't want to overly saturate it with too much stuff on there. Kind of, I don't know if I want to put it down here. And, oh, I said I was going to add one of the smaller ones to this. I'll put this right here. So, I'm loving the way that looks. And, sorry about that. My nose is, I guess it's too cold in the studio today. So I did add a second coat of gesso to this particular design. And so I am going to now, oh, forgot to plug the, the, what is this? The glue gun. The glue gun gotta go in. Oh my goodness. Like, every time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use two types of glue for this particular project. I'm going to be using the Craft and Bond and a bit of glue, hot glue for an instant stick. I don't think that I'm going to add, I don't know if I'm going to add that, the bling, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. My brain is hurting. I feel like I'm gonna I don't know. I'm looking for things that I may want to add, and I'm not seeing anything that's gonna get my fancy. Ugh, I hate when that happens. So anyways, so yeah, so we are going to also take out the birds. So I know maybe I may how do I want to add the birds? I don't know. No, sorry about that. It's having some difficulties. And also looking at around. Oh, so that takes care of that. So these can have like little pop-ups, so that will help with the height. And let's see, I just don't want to do yeah, that brings up nicely, and that comes up nicely like that. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. You know when you want to add something but you're not sure what you want to add? Well, I don't know if that recorded or not, but what I did was I used some washi tape because I was looking for my red flowers and I can't find any. So I guess I must have used them all up. Don't remember what I used them for, but anyway, so I used some washi tape. This is a holiday collection. I thought this one right here would be perfect. Just enough red and it would be perfecto. So now what I'm going to do is replace everything. Actually, no, this is not for that one. This is for this one. And the birds have this sticky adhesive on them, so that will help me as well. I'm going to add, like I said, 2 tips of adhesive on all of this. So I am actually thinking about adding this, kind of make it a little more girly. I don't know if I want to layer this and put this one over here, or actually make this a little more interesting. Kind of put this like this, and I don't know if I want to add this flower. This is a Prima flower that got smushed, but I don't know. I kind of feel like this is all plain. pick that up. And maybe I might just add another flower. Maybe. I'll just add a couple more on this particular page. And yeah, so what we'll do is, like I said, well, not this one, since I have a bunch of flowers. So I like this. I don't have any more of this, but yeah. So we'll use this. And actually, no. What I'm gonna do first is we'll add this on the sides. It helps if you open it, Eileen. It helps if you open it, right? And keep gluing. Alright. Then we will take this, bring this over here. Don't put it in the glue, Eileen. Move this out the way. And quickly get this on there. Not quick enough. Oh, fudgles. And voila. Now I gotta get all this extra glue off. So, and voila. So, I think I'll just kind of put that there, call it a year, and actually let's move this out the way, put this over here, and add some glue. Add some glue there, and a little bit of hot glue there, and there, and we'll tuck it under here, and voila. Any extra glue that comes up, we will just go like this and call it a year. That takes care of that. Alright, so now what I want to do is move this out the way because that's not going on this project. And it's confusing the bejesus out of me. Alright, so what I want to do is just start finishing off this particular corner right here, and just start gluing it. Just a little dab will do for this. And just a little bit of hot glue. Don't want too much spider webs, I'll clean them off in a hot sec. And just be really careful because this is, and so that will take care of that. Add a little bit of wet glue, then the hot glue. I'm going to put it in the center. Like I said, it is all up to you what you want to use. I just happen to like it this way. Instant gratification. Ha ha. And I think what I may do is just a little more, I guess. Yeah, like that. And I always forget my step because normally I would just use hot glue for everything and call it a year. But I find that the hot glue doesn't last very long. So, whoppa. So, I'm going to leave it like that. Alright, so now, let's see. What do I want to do now? I guess I'll start gluing this mamma jamma down. And I think, you know what? I think I may add more of these flowers. I think, because I'm kind of liking that. I don't want to add anything over here. Make that all disappear. It's okay, you know, to leave a little empty space. Not everything needs to be, you know, covered up. But I kind of like the balance of that. And I think, I don't know. I don't know. Once this is on and the birds are on, then I'll know for sure if I want to add something to that corner over there. So, I'm gonna just use the glue over here. Carefully. This is not the ideal situation of gluing on top of your project. I'm a nut. I know. Alright, so maybe I should move this over and put some glue, hot glue here, and a little hot glue here, and a little hot glue here. Just a little dabs here and there. So that instant hold will be apparent. Be careful because it is hot. Spin this bad boy around and quickly remember the placement, and voila. That's not the placement, but I'm okay with that. I'm actually somewhat okay with that. That was not the placement. I'm somewhat okay with that. So actually, no, I'm not okay with it. Let's see how this works. Dang it, why? Okay, let's work quickly so nothing, let's get the glue off. It just added another layer. Ooh. Happy little accident, as Carolyn Newby always says. I'm gonna let this dry and leave it alone. I'm kind of liking that. You'll work with me. I'll work with it. You'll work with me. I'll work with it. Alright, so, see, everyone makes mistakes. So you just, you know, quickly come back, do it all over again. I'm gonna leave this in here so you guys can see that not everybody gets it right. I just peeled it off, wiped it off quickly. And the hot glue came out great. And now I'm just going to go in and add. I should stand up for this so I don't make the same mistake twice. Alright, and so don't forget, guys, I'm still having that giveaway. It's gonna be open until December 4th, which is coming upon us very soon, guys. So I think I'm gonna leave this here like that and put it down, and voila. Okay, anything that's not glued down properly, get a little bit more glue. This is coming up because that dried up, because that was from the other particular project. I mean, the first time that I glued it down. So if that happens and continues to happen, I will yeah, some of this glue already dried on me. So right, that's alright. We will make it work. Right? Quickly, quickly, quickly. Get it together. And voila. Quickly. Got a bunch of spider webs I gotta take care of. I will do so. Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna put this over here. I may put a little more flowers. A bunch of more flowers. I think I'll, yeah, that's what I'll do. Didn't I open one already? Yeah. So, what I'll do for this one is I'll put this one here. Put, actually, this here, that there. Okay, like that. And then, maybe what I'll do is I'll put this here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll put this one here, this one here, and I want to put another flower here, but I don't know which one to put. I know you're normally supposed to do odd numbers, but I may have to do even just in case. Yeah. I know. I'm kind of trying to think outside the box. I don't know what's going on with me. Or maybe even this to kind of like finish it off. Kind of. Yeah, I like that. And not this one. maybe a gray one. I'm liking this composition right here. Oh well, forget the rules. Sometimes you gotta break them to be happy, right? I'm a rule breaker. I know that you're supposed to put like odd numbers on things, but I don't know. Kinda digging this composition a lot. Works for me, works for me. I'm just going to take this and glue this around and probably not add glue for this, hot glue for this. I'm gonna, cause yep, I did it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Kind of do that and then take this, add glue to the center. And put some hot glue. Voila! Padow! We are done with that piece. And for this, what I'll do is I will add some glue on the sticky part because I don't know how reliable this thing is. Add some glue over here around it. And put this bad boy right here. Get rid of all these glue thingies. Once I am done, they're gonna be golden. I have to take something sharp here. I'll figure that out. Ah! Do not want to burn that, right? Alright, so let's finish this up and call it a year. I'm gonna close this up. I gotta clean this top. And put some glue around it. And put this one right here. Unplug this. Yep, you do. Move this bad boy out the way. I'm gonna use a paper clip. So I don't know, maybe I might add some gems, I don't know. I don't know. Actually, maybe I will add some gems to this. But I need to clear up the cobwebs. And just clean it all up the best way I can. And maybe Probably I might add a couple of gems here and there. I don't know. Just add a little. Would help if you opened it, Eileen, right? I'm not liking that. Alright, so I got this at Michael's as well. It's normally by the ribbon section. Oh, and I guess I forgot to add this. So what I'll do is, if it doesn't stay after I don't put the hot glue, because I turned off the glue gun, I will add some glue later off camera. Perfect. Okay. Where else? I should add a gem right here. Three, four, five. Leave it like that, and then I'll add one more right here. Okay. Oh, thought I cut out more. All right. Now I'm just gonna cut out a few more, and then ba-dow. And that is the end of this video. Thank you so much for joining me. I know there's been a lot of mistakes. I know that you guys will probably give me your critiques, which is always welcome. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. If you would like to see more from me, please hit that subscribe button. You can always email me your comments or questions. My email address is eileen@eileenlowcroft.com. Thank you for joining me, and bye for now.